Hey guys, it's Burgas here, and in this video I want to talk about the future of the Gold Key heroes. Do they have their place in the season 2 plus, season maybe 3, 3 plus, and so on? After this, we're going to jump to one combo that I think have very great future, and this is Velin. And in this we're going to check this combo, and of course finally I'm going to check each of the wasp points of each tree. For example, skill talent tree, mobility talent tree, you get the idea. So going over the future of the gold key heroes, I still find people that don't know what kind of heroes you're going to get from the gold chest. Currently in the season 2 plus, this is the heroes. Maybe somewhere further in the future you may get different heroes, but so far is these heroes. First of all, Emery is absolutely great deputy for every cavalry. Still, I think the best combo for now is Theodore and Forondil. Both of them actually build great synergy with the debuffs, extra damage, and so on. So yeah, I think for Emrys, definitely there is a place if you don't have Theodore or Forondil, or if you don't actually level up both of these two heroes. If you level up, I mean by skills. If you have both of them 5-1-1-1 and you have Emrys with 5-5-5-3, for example, definitely go for Emrys. Now for now, Nika, I'm not quite sure she can find any place. Currently, Madeline and Garwood is the combo everybody's using, even though that we're presented with Skogu and Goresh. Still, I don't think Nika can find any place in the infantry, just because she just don't have the survivability. She's a great hero, great DPS, but not that great survivability. So Garwood is one of the must-have heroes. He will be, I don't know, from season 1 till these days, and maybe in the future. Garwood, by providing this healing, is going to be absolutely great for any infantry, since the infantry is the tanks in this game. So yeah, going over the Nico. Now if you don't have Syndrion, for example, you can definitely have to go with Nico, and Nico have very great advantage. First of all, for the Behemoth, since when I say marksman, I mean Behemoth. I don't use marksman in the Alliance War. Some people suggest Kinara and Hosk. Okay, fine if you use marksmen in the Alliance War. I prefer to use mages in the Alliance War. So Nico is a hero that you can use if you don't have Syndrion, since both of these two heroes have a precision talent tree. That is a must-have talent tree for the Behemoths. Of course, Gwewin also have a precision talent tree, if I remember correctly. But yeah, Nico is way better choice. Also, you're going to level up him or skill up him way more fast from for example, Syndrion. Now Thea, for the flying units, yeah, Thea is a must-have for the Celestials, for the flying marksmans. Even for the flying cavalry, Thea is great supportive hero, so I see great future for her. Also, since there is no replacement. For example, we have one legendary hero for the flying marksman. We have one legendary hero for the flying cavalry. Maybe I think we're going to be presented with a flying mage, I don't know. But still, Thea is the second legendary that you must have. Also Thea with what was the name? Thea in combination with Atius. Yeah, Atius is still actually the combo that is keeping Celestials, and in my opinion, Celestials right now is the best flying unit. Even though that there is a flying cavalry, but yeah, definitely Celestials are better from the flying cavalry. This is my personal opinion. Let me know in the comments below. Going from there to Velin, still very aggressive mage, definitely having a place. And right now the combo is Lilia and Velin. But since Lilia have the skill talent tree, you definitely need more damage for your mages. You cannot count on the damage normal attack of your mages, and you definitely have to go with Lilia and Velin with the skill talent tree. And I think since there will be two new mages presented in the game, from what I know, we're going to see these two mages, but there is a chance Velin still have his age in the Mage Legion, Lilia and him. From there, we're going to jump to final Bakshi. Now, Bakshi and Emrys is season 1 best rally combo, and still till this day, I think both of them have very big place in the rally. You can use Bakshi as a main with the skill tower tree in combination with Emrys. I think this is pretty decent rally combo, and it definitely is going to do big damage. I see some people using Husk for the rally, but I think the way things should go is actually Bakshi and Emrys. I think it's very strong combo. I still don't know many places where you can use Husk, but yeah, still Bakshi is still having a place in the season 2 plus and maybe somewhere in the future. Now, of course, it's not only Bakshi and Emrys, there is a Sindri and Frygar rally and stuff like this, but definitely from the gold chest, a couple of heroes still have future. And yeah, if you don't have some of the new heroes, definitely you have to use this one from the gold chest. I totally understand that, but in general, if you're somebody like me who, for example, have Skogu but don't have courage and things like this, you can actually count on some of these heroes even in the season 2 plus. So Velen and Indis, this 2 combo is going to be absolutely star, I think, for free-to-play players. Of course, if you don't have Lilia, so far she's the best mage in the game, but I think one new combo is we are going to see more and more, just because people are getting more and more Indis tokens, since the tokens for the skill from the Indis is actually only from the Dragon Trial. And this is a bottleneck. You cannot buy tokens and level up in these skills. You have to go for these trials and actually get only 3 tokens per day from Indis. Till this day, I only buy Indis tokens, and this is my progression. I have 554, and this one is still not unlocked. I don't have any points, so it's very hard to actually open Indis, but still. I think Velen in this is going to be great combo. First of all, for the mages, if you don't have Lilia, for example, or maybe Lilia and Indis is going to be very good combo also. But talking about Velen and Indis, Velen is very aggressive hero, applying march speed reduction, very nice skill damage. It's not one of the best, 1200, but still. Rest of the skills is very aggressive, but here comes the secret power of the Indis. And this is, first of all, target damage taken bonus is 20% for 2 seconds. This is not much seconds, this is just 2 seconds, but if you awake Indis, it's going to be 3 seconds, just to mention that. So if you have bow with mages fighting other bow with mages, Indis is going to be absolutely great supportive hero by providing this extra damage, increasing all damage taken by 20% for 2 seconds to the legion and 2 early legions, so basically 3 legions. And if Indis fire up before Velen is going to do massive damage. Also is healing factor 350. This is going to support also 2 friendly legions. So if you have one bow with mages and inside you have couple Indis, they're going to provide you with healing. In the same time, they're going to provide the enemy with basically damage taken increase, and your legion is going to do more damage. In the same time, you're going to get more healing. And the more you have your legions full, the better, and you're going to fight more like this. I mean, you have to increase your survivability in Alliance War, and Indis is going to provide you with this great survivability and increasing the damage the enemy is getting. And of course, here is healing factor to 350. If you awake her, the healing factor is going to go to 450. Absolutely great hero. Still, I'm not having her awakened. I use her just for gathering purpose, but I think she have absolutely great future in the battlefield, especially in combination with some mage. And since there will be new mages coming to the game, and even existing one, you can combine, for example, Waldir and Velen and in this with Lilia. I think both of these two combos, if you have a lot of troops, if you're well and you have a lot of troops and you finish fast your stamina of your Velen and Lilia, you can just separate on two specific legions, and in this is going to be in one of these legions. So yeah, the rest of the talents is gathering speed, we don't care. And here is HP bonus 20%. This is huge amount of HP, 20%, and this is not just triggered by something, this is permanent, because most of the heroes, maybe I'll go for Bakshi, HP bonus for 5 seconds when he fire up his rage skill, but in this is going to give you this permanent. Also, my maximum legion capacity bonus is going to be 7,500. This season the policy is little more different, we have to mention that. And the policy, oh, this is not policy, sorry. Here the policy military expansion is by percentage, it's not by specific number, maybe 2,000 legion, here is with percentage. So I think definitely in this can find great place by boosting your legion, and the bigger legion you have, the more damage you're going to do in general. So this one is also counter-attack damage taken reduction by 50%. You know, you're fighting with other mages on the other side. Maybe they're going to send some infantry and stuff like this, but you're going to reduce this counter-attack damage by what? 50% is absolutely insane. Counter-attack damage in the battlefield, in this legion, giant, something, every 8 seconds, reducing counter-attack damage by can go 50% for 5 seconds. So you're close to permanent counter-attack reduction. Every 8 seconds you're going to actually have 5 seconds with this reduction from the counter-attack, and you're going to have 3 seconds that you don't have this reduction. And removing one debuff effect, I think, I'm not quite sure for this debuff effect, maybe some Scorch from Lilia, some Swow from Velen, stuff like this. And we already talked about the awakening skills. So I think there will be great future for in this in combination with mages. It can be Lilia, it can be Velen. Now for this specific video I'm speaking about the Velen, but in general can be combined also with Lilia. So this is my 2 cents about this, I think, new combo that we're going to see more and more in the game. So let's check the last skill point of each of the skill talent trees. So I'm going to start maybe with, okay, let's go with the Syndrian. He have Precision, Rally and Marksman. So if we go to the talents, of course, for Precision, Mark of War. This is going to increase you by 0.5% every 10 seconds. So in general, for 1 minute, you're going to have permanent 3%. This is very, very important in the Behemoth fight, since you're going to have like 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes fighting with the Behemoth before you actually kill him. So this 3% is absolutely great for the marksmans, since I think this talent tree is mostly for the marksmans, because marksmans have the biggest damage in the game. From there we're jumping to the rally, and we present decreasing the HP of your legion by 1% every 10 seconds up to maximum 3% in the battle. Now HP is very important in the rallies. Grant Rampage when your legion entered the battle, increase their damage by 5% for 10 seconds. Now here is depending how long you think the rally is going to be. I mean how fat well you're going to rally. If you think that if you do rally that is very, very fast, I think this one is a good one, getting Rampage. But if you're going for the long fight, increase the HP like over 20 seconds to get this 3%. I think this one, to be honest, I think Reversal of Fortune is way better, because you're going to increase your HP and you're going to reduce the losses by fighting in the rally for the city castles. This one is very, very good for the forts, I think, my personal opinion. Of course, let me know in the comments below. From there we're going to jump to the marksmans. Here we have when your marksman legion launches a normal attack, they do additional damage, some damage factor, and of course when your legion consistently target from the marksman units, they inflict fragility when casting blah 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 blah. I think this one is a good one. So why is that? Just because I use my marksmans in the Alliance War, in the Behemoth, sorry, and definitely I want to have this extra damage, since the Behemoth is not going to receive any debuff. Inflicting this fragility when casting rage skill, increasing normal attack damage taken by 10%, this is not going to apply to the Behemoth. But this one, this extra damage is going to apply, so you're going to do more damage to the Behemoth. And this is for all marksmans, but if you're looking to actually go for PvP, there is a specific heroes for this, and this is Kinara. You can go with Control Infantry and so on, but we're going to go there. So this is my personal opinion. Burst shot is actually the way. From there, we're going to jump to Lilia. Here we have three different, again, talents: skill, peacekeeping, and magic. So if we check the talents, we're going to go to the skill. And here you can go every time your legion casts a rage skill, they're going to do some little damage, up to 8%. Now, I actually use this for my Lilia just because your skill damage is for Behemoth in the Alliance War, since there is going to be a lot of fights. So this is more like mobility talents. You can use it from the Behemoths, and in same time you can use it for the Alliance War also. If you want to go only for the Alliance War, when casting rage skill, your legion deal additional hero skill damage factor 60. Now this 60 is nothing, better just to increase more hero skill damage. Just I think this is better, since if you crit with your mages, you're going to get very big critical, and this 0.5% or 1% can be, I think, way better from this 60 damage factor. From there, we're jumping to the peacekeeping. Of course, for the peacekeeping, go with this one. Legion get extra item rewards after peacekeeping. I think it's way better going with this one. Just more rewards. Also this one, I think, yeah, getting some tactical manuals, I think, is also a good one. You just get some extra rewards by fighting with the peacekeeping. Now, I didn't actually put my Lilia like this, but there's a heroes that I actually use peacekeeping, and one of them is actually my Frygar, since she's also half a peacekeeping, but my legion is Syndrian Frygar, so Frygar as a deputy, I'm not going to use her talent tree, so I go with peacekeeping with her. For the magic, we have, when your legion is composed entirely of magic units, you do 2% more hero skill damage for 10 seconds every time you get buff effects. Now for the mages, it's little hard actually to get a buff effect, just because most of the mages are doing the buff effects. What I mean by that is, for example, Lilia, she have a debuff, which is this Inflict Scorch, dealing some damage. For the Velen, it's actually March speed reduction, 20%, this is for the enemy legion. Now you can get the buff, for example, from Waldir. When Waldir take hero skill damage, his legion receive shield that can absorb a large amount of damage. Of course, this is some kind of shield, but still, even Waldir is doing some attack reduction. So I'm not quite sure about which one is better, but yeah, if your legion consistently magic units, they get vigor when casting rage skill, increasing their HP by 50% for 4 seconds. I think this is better, in my opinion. Now this is a good one, but you're rarely going to get any buffs. I think this one is way better, getting more HP, since the mages don't have that much HP. All range units don't have that much HP, so I think this one is a very good one. So from there, we're going to jump to the Frygar. As I said, to the Frygar, I actually go with this talent that is going to give me some extra rewards, and of course some extra rewards from this thing here also. Now the specific here for the Frygar, she's having mobility. So for mobility, I don't remember which hero I have mobility, maybe on Emrys, but Emrys is little different build. For mobility, you have when casting artifact skill, this is a no-no, since you cannot actually do this timing with the artifacts and you're counting on the artifact. So I prefer going with this one. When your legion launches a normal attack, against the target with fewer than 50% unit remaining there, doing additional hero skill damage 250 damage factor. I think this is way better over this that is actually depending on the artifacts. When casting artifact, your legion get haste and shelter, increasing their march speed by something, defense by something, and something like this. So every minute and a half, or maybe 2 minutes, you're going to wait your artifact to actually fire up to actually get this debuff. And this one is every 10 seconds, which is way great. Only if the legion is below 50%, you can easily target legions below 50% to actually get this victory rush. So this is so far for mobility. We already spoke about marksman. Okay, here comes the Velen, my bad boy. First of all, we have control, PvP, magic. We already talked about magic, so we're going to jump to PvP and control. Now here is the funny part. The PvP is actually the control talent tree. It's for player versus player. I still don't know why we have PvP, but I don't know a person who is leveling PvP talent tree, but still we can check the WASP skills of the PvP. And when casting rage skill in the field, your legion get vigor, increasing their HP by 10%. This is even lower from this one. Here is 15% HP. Here is 10%, but for 5 seconds, 1 extra seconds. And this one is when your legion launches a normal attack in the field, they inflict defense break on the target legion, reducing their defense by 10% for 5 seconds. But this every 30 seconds. I think this one is I don't know. I still don't know who is going to go with PvP talent tree, but if I have to pick between these two, I will go with this one since the mages is very far units, so in rare case you're going to hit them, but this defense, reducing the defense by 10% for 5 seconds, I think is going to be very helpful if you're attacking cavalry or maybe infantry or maybe marksmen that is coming close to you. So yeah. Now for the control talent tree, there is this spell, period, this one. Reticent. When your legion casts rage skill, they have 25% chance to silence the target, preventing from casting rage skill. The other one is when casting rage skill, blah blah blah, the effects, blah blah blah. Oh, this one. Just because like this, in the cycles of the casting rage skill, at some point you're going to cast one more rage skill more from your enemy. You're going to cast 6 times and your enemy is going to cast 5 times. This is absolutely great advantage for one-on-one for PvP. So definitely, yeah, this is the skill for the control talent tree. So from there, do we miss something? Oh yeah, infantry and tank. So let's jump to infantry. The last 2 skills is extend duration of buff effects granted through rage skill by 1 second. Now here maybe we are talking about the shields, but I think everything is breaked. But it's not only actually the shields. Madeline have something specific and we're going to go about this. Your legion has 8% chance to launch extra counter attack when hit with a normal attack. This is also a good one, so infantry by the way have pretty decent one. And extending this rage skill, for example in case of Madeline, is going physical attack bonus is going to be increased by 1 more seconds. That means it's going to be a 5 seconds. If you combine Madeline with Husk, for example, for big legion, is going to extend also this all these pretty juicy buffs from the Husk. But still, I think yeah, maybe it depends on the situation. It depends on the situation. If you're counting on your buffs to do big damage, if it's Madeline with for example, yeah, basically depending on the situation here. If you have good buffs, this one. If you don't have big good buffs, this one. 8% extra counter attack, I think is like extra damage. So yeah, definitely this one. We spoke about the PvP. For the tank, I actually pick your legion receive healing factor 80 when casting rage skill. And in the same time, your legion takes 8% less normal attack damage where the unit count is below 50%. I think this way better for the infantry, just reducing the damage after 50% from this, because this 80 healing factor is absolutely nothing. This is nothing. If it's maybe 100 or 280, yes, but I think Heart of Iron is way better pick here. So Madeline, Kinara, we spoke about all this Tower 3. Oh, Garrison. Yeah, I'm not quite sure do we actually spoke about the Garrison. By the way, Theodore have absolutely insane Garrison skill. When Garrison in the city, Stronghold Theodore Legion has 20% chance to get Vigor and attack resistance. Very great defensive buffs to actually make your legions in the Garrison absolutely insane. So from the Garrison, again, we have these two things that look same. When serving a Garrison captain, cast Rage skill, inflict incubation on the target legion, reducing their hero skill damage by 10% for 5 seconds. This effect can be triggered once every 5 seconds. So it looks like, yeah, but it's for 5 seconds. Every 5 seconds, your legion is going to cast every 8 seconds or 9 seconds. So there's going to be a window where you're not going to have this skill damage reduction. Where serving a Garrison captain, when the Garrison army is hit with a normal attack, they have 10% chance to heal lightly wounded units, healing factor 400. This effect can be triggered once every 5 seconds. I think this one is way better, just because when we talk about the attacks in the Garrison, this means attack on the castle, and by you attacking the castle, this is like very big legions. It's not like 100,000 attacking 100,000. Here we talk about the rally with 2 million troops inside. So everything that is reducing the damage of this rally is definitely welcomed. So Formidable, I think, is the best choice here for the Garrison Tower 3. So do I miss something? Garrison, yeah, maybe engineering. Yeah, we didn't talk about the engineering. Now engineering is something that is for support, for alliance building, for destruction of the enemy buildings, towers, barricades, stuff like this. But let's check it out. Right to work, inflict gloom and so on the target legion if your legion enters the battle when building or destroying barricades in and alliance buildings. So when they attack you, they're going to receive slow, but this is not going to take them away. I mean, they're still going to attack you. And this one is, if your legion is hit with a normal attack when building or destroying barricades, they have 30% chance to do a hero skill damage factor 100. Now both of these skills is little trashy, but maybe I think this reducing the attack is way better. Like this, the enemy is going to slowly kill your builders, and sometimes where there is an alliance war and there is a big fight over of the building of the tower, I think this attack reduction is going to be very helpful. Also, march speed reduction by 20% is going to maybe help your allies also to attack the attacker. I think it also is way better. This thing here, rights to work. Yes, you have rights to work. From there, yeah, we already, we didn't actually speak about the cavalry. Oh, okay. So we have two spells here for the cavalry. One is Blood Mark, when legions deal additional damage when casting rage skill, extra damage is going to get when casting rage skill. And this one, when the legion consistently entirely of cavalry units, they slow enemy legions when intercepting them and inflict defense break, reducing their march speed by 30% and their defense by 5% for 3 seconds. I think this is the better one, the better one, just because there is something about the cavalry, and this is about the troops actually. If we check the cavalry troops, we're going to see one specific talent, and it's this one. March speed increased when approaching the target. After coding with the Rage Legion, the hero commanding this legion get basically rage skill fire up. 1000 rage is, yeah, basically how much you need to fire up your hero. So definitely this is going to be absolutely very, very helpful if you get this defense break. Yeah, when you get this 5% defense break, and also march speed, so you can go away, you can just go hit and go away like this. I think this one is the better one from this extra 150 damage factor. Come on, people, just boost these numbers. What is these numbers? Anyway, do we miss something? Gathering. Yeah, this is going to be an easy one again for the gathering. This one. Now, if you have all your buildings to level 25, maybe this one is increasing the production for 1 hour with 50%. But in general, I think this one is better to get some. You're going to get 3 chests with. Let me see what was inside these chests. Raise the resources. You're going to get, yeah, and this is what is going to be inside. Receive 10,000 gold, 10,000 wood, and some ore or mana. So I think, yeah, for the gathering, this is the way. And yeah, overall, I think we go over all the heroes, and this is the last point of each of these talents. Of course, let me know in the comments what is your opinion on some of the talent points that you maybe think is different. Let me know what you think, and see you in the next video.